Hello everyone. So today we'll be talking about how to prepare for IELTS speaking. Okay, many students, they have started preparing for IELTS exam and many have been preparing for a long time. But it is important to follow the right strategies which are really going to help them understand as to what they can do to make sure that they do really well in all the 4 modules of IELTS test, whether it's listening or speaking or reading or whether it's writing, all these 4 modules are equally important. But today we'll be talking about the strategies which can really be helpful for such students when it comes to speaking part. Okay, what are the ways? How can you prepare for speaking part of IELTS? So it is important that students must start speaking part by understanding its format. Understand its format in an easy way and then act accordingly so that you can prepare and do much better when it comes to the preparation time before you go for the actual exam, before the examiner. So first point, this is what you need to understand. Second one is that we need to understand the types of criteria which are going to be important for the assessment. So there are different ways, there are 4 different types according to IELTS upon which you are going to be assessed. Your speaking will be assessed. So understand those 4 different types of criteria, like on the basis of which your speaking will be assessed. The first one is fluency and coherence. Okay, it is important that you are fluent in speaking and you are also coherent. Your answers are relevant and to the point. If you do not have the fluency, then of course, that's going to be the first thing which will put your impression down. So it is important for you to be fluent. Be fluent in speaking, and that's really going to be very much helpful for you. The second point is about lexical resource. Now, what does it mean? It means that you need to have good vocabulary when it comes to using the vocab while giving your answers as per the questions. So you must use wide range of vocabulary while you are giving your answers related to the questions given by the examiner. Giving or using vocabulary doesn't mean that you start using different types of unfamiliar words or you start becoming verbalistic. No, it is not like that. It is important for you to at least use some of the idiomatic expressions along with some of the words which can show that you do have good vocabulary in your storage and you are very much capable of using new words when it comes to speaking. Okay, third point is grammatical range and accuracy. When you speak the language, are you able to use grammatical way, are you able to use grammar in an effective manner? Is that going to be very much good for you? Are you able to use grammatical rules which are common in an accurate manner? Like, do you make mistakes in tenses? If you don't make mistakes in tenses, that's going to be good for you. If you do not make mistakes in passive voice or modals, that's going to be good for you. So when such mistakes do not happen, that's definitely going to be beneficial and good for you. So that is something that you must understand. Your range of structural mistakes should not be there when it comes to grammar. That's why many students make the mistakes. They leave a helping verb or they just omit any kind of rule of structure, and that's what examiner is going to check. Okay, next one, the fourth point and the fourth criteria upon which your speaking will be assessed, and that is pronunciation. Your voice should be very much clear. Your pronunciation should be as per the source of the language. Now, if you are speaking the English language, whether you use the pronunciation of Britain or America, that doesn't matter, but your pronunciation has to be intact. It has to be right. Whether you say it's advertisement or advertisement, both are correct. Advertisement is as per British English and advertisement is as per American English. But your pronunciation should be intact and it should be correct. You cannot say technology since the correct pronunciation is technology. So in the same way, there are different words and all those words will be checked by the examiner during your IELTS speaking test. So it's important for you to remain accurate when it comes to pronunciation as well. Okay, so these are the 4 things. These are called 4 different types of criteria. And this was point number 2 when it comes to keeping in mind the basic things related to IELTS speaking. So let me summarize these 4 points very quickly. The first point, as I mentioned to you, it is related to fluency and coherence. The second one, it's related to lexical resource. The third one is related to grammatical range and accuracy. And the fourth one which is very important, and that's related to pronunciation. So understand these 4 points, and these 4 points are the things which are different types of criteria upon which your speaking will be assessed. Okay, next one is going through the IELTS common topics, general topics during the preparation, so that you can speak on right range of topics, and you may be able to make sure that you feel more confident by speaking on different topics. For example, you can speak on tourism, you can speak on technology, you can speak on crime and punishment, you can speak on education, you can speak on like as simple topic as any gift or like technological devices such as mobile phones or televisions. So common topics, so you need to choose and speak on those topics. Go through some of the books which may give you some questions and some ideas, and you will be able to make sure that you are speaking and your speaking becomes much better. So now we'll move on to the next point. You should not try to memorize your answers. While you may have some answers from internet or some books, but memorizing the answers is not going to be your solution. Many times students may get the similar questions maybe on which they have prepared, but when they try to give the same answers which they had while preparing for the exam, so that may somewhere create the differences, and that may give a kind of impression to the examiner that the student is trying to recall the answers that the student really prepared for. At the time of preparation, he was trying to make different types of answers. So be natural, try to give the real answers as to the situation, and that's going to be the helpful thing for you at that time. Okay, the next point is, it is important for you to sound natural. Like many students that try to pick up a kind of accent. No, that's not going to be helpful for you. It is important for you to sound natural. There can be different types of accents which may be used during IELTS speaking exam, and that's going to be completely natural as long as you are clear and as long as your pronunciation is intact. So you must understand that sounding natural will definitely help you when it comes to going for IELTS exam and trying to speak in as better way as possible, and that will make sure that your bands become higher. You may get 8 bands when you try to become as natural as possible with good pronunciation and keeping in mind all those different types of criteria which I just mentioned, like in this particular part. So next one. So next point, it is important to try to extend your answers. When you extend your answers, that's the impression that examiners get, that the student has the capacity of extending the answers, and the student is not limited to this language only for few words. So extending the answers gives a good impression to the examiner, and that is something which is always going to be a positive thing when it comes to your assessing part. Okay, the next one and the last point, and finish with this point, is go through some of the demo videos related to IELTS speaking. You can find on many different types of social media platforms. You can also find on YouTube, wherein you can find the different types of channels that are given demo videos of IELTS speaking. Those videos will definitely give you different kind of ideas, and you can get some ideas as to how you can do speaking as per the bands. So you can get so many 9-band speaking like demos, and you will be able to make sure that you also feel more confident, and you may feel that what are the things which are required when it comes to your preparation part of IELTS speaking. So these were the things which I hope you must have understood as to what you need to do when it comes to preparing for IELTS speaking test. So I hope you understood this point, and I also hope that you have got a great learning from this video, and I'll meet next time. Thanks for watching.